from the Falcons nest on the campus of Colfax High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating 11 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the CIF Sac-Joaquin section Les Schwab Tires Division IV basketball playoffs, presented by Farmers Insurance. Tonight in the second round of the Division IV playoffs, your two-time defending champion and number 1 seed, the Colfax Falcons, take on the number 8 seed, the Amador Buffaloes. The winner of tonight's game advances to the semifinals next week and will be one game away from a date at Arco Arena. So don't you dare change that dial. We've got Colfax playoff basketball right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, the Colfax Falcons get to enjoy the home court advantage one final time this season as they host the number 8 seed Amador Buffaloes for the right to advance to the Division IV semifinals. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. I'm Marty Mortensen, joined tonight by Paul Brown. Our producer and director for tonight's game will be Gilbert Dominguez. And, of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team has traveled up the road to Colfax for our 4th playoff game as many days. And, Paul, we have already logged a lot of frequent flyer miles this week.
Well, you're right about that, Marty. And we're also seeing a lot of great basketball along the way, too. When we started the playoffs on Tuesday, 7 of the 10 Foothill teams had made the playoffs. And tonight, which is Friday, we are already down to 4 teams. 2 of them are playing tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. And last night, Gil and I were up at Nevada Union watching the Lady Miners advance over the Tracy Bulldogs, 56-44. And now they will play tomorrow, while the Placer Lady Hillmen were beaten by Vanden by a 3-point shot at the buzzer to end their season, 53-50. And meanwhile, right here at Colfax, the Lady Falcons were overpowered by a very talented Linden team, 57-30.
But you know, Marty, the Lady Falcons were able to win on the road 49-20 over Mount Oaks to advance into the semifinals on Tuesday. And tonight, the Forest Lake Falcons and the Colfax Falcons take on the Hardwood to try to advance into next week.
All right, let's go down to center court. They're honoring the retiring assistant coach and some of the previous players for Colfax High School as they introduce them. There's the retiring assistant coach.
If there are any other players that we have missed, we invite you to come down. Oh, there it is from the 2007 championship team, Omar Khalidi.
Omar Khalidi, I remember him from last year. Come by and watch this game tonight. And looks like some of those guys in the lineup there can't shoot too many baskets these days. Coach Kern.
The Falcons have won 12 league titles or section titles. Some highlights that mark Coach Kern's excellence include, as a head coach, his teams captured Pioneer Championships in 1976 and 1978. In 1978, his team captured the school's first ever section title, winning the North Section. Coach Kern was named the Sacramento Bees Coach of the Year, and his team was named Team of the Year in that very 1978 season. In 1995, Coach Kern led his 13th seeded Colfax team to the school's first appearance in a Sac-Joaquin section title game at Arco Arena. As an assistant coach, Kern worked alongside friend and head coach Ron Pucci as they guided Colfax in 1999 to the NorCal Final and a record 32 wins. In 2000, they led the Falcons back to the section finals at Arco, and in 2006, the duo captured the school's third section title and followed it up last year with a fourth section title. Coach Kern is an esteemed teacher of social science, health, and physical education. He is the loving husband of wife Sue for 39 years. And father to 1996 graduate and Falcon basketball great Nate Kern. Coach Kern, on behalf of all the students, athletes, and fellow coaches that you have shared your life's work with, we, the Colfax community, are sincerely grateful. Mike Gray will now present a memorial plaque designed by Ken Delfino in honor of your tremendous career at Colfax High School. I'm sorry, athletic director Ron Pucci Pavilion. Coach, thank you. Please put your hands together for Mr. Fred Kern.
And a great round of applause and tribute to Coach Fred Kern, who is retiring, as he gets a standing ovation by the Colfax adults and students alike, standing in the stadium, waiting for the game to start. If you couldn't catch that, 12 league titles, 4 section titles, quite a resume.
And it certainly is. He's been a mainstay here at Colfax for. Now they're going to play a little. What kind of music is that? Like it sounds like a death knell, doesn't it? I mean, son of a gun. It ought to be upbeat, but they're going to take a picture for the paper, I guess, of all of the group there.
This is great, and you know, this really shows the kind of commitment that the community has for this Colfax team. They love their basketball. They certainly love their football. They follow all the sports.
Yeah, this school has got a great tradition.
It does, and you know that's what keeps a coach like this in the saddle for so many years. You got to have the support of the community,
and you got to have good kids too that love to play for the coach. So we'd like to tell you that this, as the teams will be out here in just a couple of minutes, we'll tell you that we got a couple teams left that may have a shot at Arco Arena. We've got NU and, of course, the Colfax boys here. And Forest Lake is still alive on their road to Arco Arena. And as both teams now continue to warm up, we'll take our first break of the evening. And when we return, we'll talk to head coach Ron Pucci and then get ready for the tip-off. After remind you that this exclusive coverage of Colfax Falcons basketball is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. It's time for you to experience the newest outdoor living experience in Colfax. At Hanson Brothers Colfax, you'll find essential garden and yard enhancements like outdoor rugs and furniture, outdoor garden statuaries, as well as retaining walls, stepping stones, decorative rock, and new products like their latest pondless waterfalls. It's all on display at Hanson Brothers in Colfax. Proud to be a part of this great Colfax community.
And by Soft Answers, Dallas Wilhelm is your computer genius in the foothills, specializing in software management, design, and consultation. That's why Dallas is the best friend you and your computer system ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all those hard-to-solve computer problems. So make your computer and computer system your friend again with Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Foothill Sports.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, the Pardini family is proud to be your neighbor in Grass Valley and Colfax. By teaming up with Do It Best products, you can always rely on the Hills Flat Lumber Company to carry the selections that you want with the buying power of Do It Best. Their store in Colfax is a solar-powered, state-of-the-art facility, and the new Grass Valley store is heated and cooled by geothermal technology. You're sure to find everything you need as a contractor or as a homeowner at the Hills Flat Lumber Company.
And by Magnuson Auburn Toyota, the President's Award is given to the automotive dealership demonstrating excellence in sales, service, and parts. And for the 7th consecutive year, the winner has been Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Citroen. It says a lot about Magnuson's and the customers who shop there. That's why they're the largest in the foothills, but still offer hometown service. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, proud sponsor of Colfax and Placer High School athletics.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade +1 of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to tune in next time as we travel on our road to Arco Arena down to Consumnes River College. We'll see the NU Lady Miners take on the #1 seed Kennedy Lady Cougars in the second round of the CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division I playoffs, and the winner advances to the semifinals next week at UOP. And we'll be one game away from a date at Arco Arena. So remember, it's NU versus Kennedy as we continue the tradition of high school sports television right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. And now let's go down to center court. We'll throw it down to Gil, and he's with Pucci. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, Marty. Down here with Coach Pucci on the floor, and we were talking a little bit about Coach Fred Kern. Retirement ceremony that we just saw, and I was really glad that we were able to, that you told me about it so we could roll tape on that. That'll be a nice memento for him.
Well, Fred has been a mainstay here for many years. We're very close friends. He's one of my basketball mentors. When I got here in 1974, Fred was the varsity coach, and he led the team to a North Section championship game. So Fred has been a close friend, a confidant, and just a great basketball coach in the basketball program here.
Well, I'm really glad that you let me interview him now. The last couple of games that we had him on the show had a really great insight into the kind of coach that he is, and we were at one point we were talking about the different kids, the kids back then and the kids today, and how he really admires and respects kids that can put in the time to learn the game of basketball.
Yeah, people always ask, are kids different today than they were in the past? And this is my 34th year, and basically they're the same. They all have a passion for the game, the ones that play at this level. There are more distractions, but it's fun to see kids in this venue rise to the occasion, and the common denominator is a love for the game of basketball.
And of course, those are some pretty big shoes to fill next year. How do you replace a Fred Kern?
You don't replace a Fred Kern. Once again, I always tell my players, you play basketball at the high school level because you're competitive, because you get to play with your friends, and because the game itself is fun. So I'm going to be missing one of my best friends, and that's going to. You can't replace that. I have a number of other friends still coaching. I still like the game of basketball. We're not going to replace Fred. Somebody will take his spot, but we won't be able to replace him.
Now let's turn our attention to the game tonight. Actually, let's backtrack a little bit. Colfax, you were able to win the Pioneer Valley League. Had a little misstep over at Placer, though, in the final game of the season.
Well, like I tell my players, both teams want to win. And both teams practice, and both teams in league, especially the second time around, know each other very well. So I don't know if it was a misstep. I just think Placer played an exceptionally good basketball game, and they deserve to win on that particular night.
Now, is there ever such a thing as a good loss? I mean, that loss didn't cost you anything except maybe a little a wake-up call.
I don't believe in all that stuff, wake-up calls. We're dealing with high school kids. They're not professional athletes. The basketball is just like another class to me. The court is the extension of the classroom. Sometimes you pass the test, sometimes you don't. If things don't go properly for you. No, we've lost one game in the last 3 years. And always remember, we are the smallest school in the Pioneer Valley League. So, is it a misstep? You got to give credit to the opposition. They want to win. And the league is getting better and better. We have a lot of great coaches in this league, and, that's just how it goes. I don't know if it helped us or hurt us, but we just have to move on.
Now, tonight you're in the second round of the playoffs, and what do we know about the opposition tonight?
They're good. We played them 2 years ago at Tokay in the semis. We beat them in a very close game. We beat them last year at Arco Arena. They led most of the game. We caught them at the end to win. We played them twice this summer, both very close games. They're a good basketball team. They won the Mother Lode League, which is a very competitive league. So it should be a very close, very competitive game. The team that executes, has poise, and plays together will come out on top tonight.
Well, I remember that game at Arco Arena, and that was one of the games that we had you mic'd up and Mike in the huddle, and I think a lot of that credit has to go to your coaching style. You really coached that team to victory.
Well, I didn't score any points or make any baskets, but I appreciate that. No, we have good kids, and
they really seem to respond to your touch.
They're coachable, very coachable. They have good humility. They work hard. They put a lot of money in the basketball bank, and this is a big game. The problem with the playoffs is it's sudden death. It's do or die, and you can't win them all unless you win the state championship. So you can't go back in the gym tomorrow and work on the things you did wrong. This is a very good basketball team, so we're just hoping to come out and play well tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, congratulations, of course, on your excellent season. Had a great run there. Unfortunately, we did see the one loss against Del Oro at the Kendall, but other than that, almost a perfect season. And you can't ask for anything better than that. Every week, the team seemed to get better and better. And now you guys are in the playoffs. So good luck tonight, and hope to see you on Wednesday over at Tokay.
That's our goal. Thanks a lot, Gil. Appreciate it.
All right, Ron Pucci there, the head coach of the Colfax Falcons, as he gets ready to go do battle against the Amador Buffaloes. And Marty, you were right. He was right. We saw Amador twice last year. We saw them beat Bear River over at Tokay to end their season, and then we saw them again at Arco Arena against this very same Colfax team. So two teams that know each other very, very well. Here tonight, not Arco Arena, but in the beautiful confines of the Falcons Nest here at Colfax, where Lynn really likes to take pictures because they have good lighting.
Well, that's good.
So anyway, the playoffs are here. Your NorCal Game of the Week is here. Tomorrow we travel to Cosumnes River College for the Lady Minor game as they go against the #1 seed Kennedy Cougars. Next Tuesday, Forest Lake Christian Lady Falcons have already qualified for the semifinals. We will bring you that game from Galt. The boys Forest Lake team plays tonight. If they win, they will be at Galt also. It will be a Forest Lake doubleheader. Colfax wins tonight. They will play on Wednesday at Tokay. If the Lady Miners win, they play on Wednesday at the University of the Pacific. So there's your wrap-up, and we'll go through all the playoff grids at the halftime with Marty and Paul and get you all caught up to date. But right now, it's almost tip-off time, so let's thank our great underwriters. Really appreciate you coming on board and helping us during the playoffs so we can bring you at home the very best high school basketball playoff television that we possibly can. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Gil, and we'll look forward to traveling next week, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're going to see some great basketball next week, Marty.
All right, I'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by the Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center has the area's largest showroom for high-def TVs and components. They're your headquarters for the big screen TVs and all your electronic needs in Grass Valley. And the Beam Center is also your official local information center for the digital rollout occurring in February of 2009. They have experienced technicians at the Beam Center, and they are all qualified to answer all of your questions about the upcoming changeover. Just another reason to trust the Beam Easy Living Center for all of your home electronics needs.
And by Rooker's Collision Center, word of mouth is the best form of advertising and is something that Ray Rooker enjoys at his new Rooker's Collision Center. His new facility means he can give you the personal attention you deserve after an accident. With over 20 years in the industry, Ray certainly knows how to fix your car right the first time. All his work is guaranteed, and that's why his clients tell their friends about the new Rooker's Collision Center.
And by Chevrolet Ready Mix and Chevrolet Aggregates. Chevrolet Ready Mix is famous for its small town service in the foothills. They've been serving our community since 1946. That's over 60 years of providing you with concrete materials. Whether you're building a swimming pool, driveway, patio, or decking, Chevrolet Ready Mix is ready to deliver custom-made products to fit any landscape or terrain. And you can find it all at Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete and Chevrolet Aggregates.
And by a new sponsor, Almost Paradise Salon and Beauty Spa. Sandy Nelson has created a beautiful world for you at Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa. Let Sandy's 19 years of experience pamper you as you relax and indulge yourself with beauty and health treatments to rejuvenate your body. It's all waiting for you at Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa, where it truly is almost paradise.
I'm heading there tomorrow.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
It sure does. All right, and by Touchdown Production, celebrating a decade of local sports television, this is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying, be sure to tune in next time as our basketball coverage shifts to the Nevada Union Lady Miners as they take on the #1 seed Kennedy Cougars, exclusively on our Foothill network of stations in Auburn on ACTV Channel 20, in Colfax and Meadow Vista, Aldecir, and Bear River on Suddenlink Channel 16, in and around the Lake of the Pines area on LOP Station Channel 7, and of course in Grass Valley and Nevada City and Penn Valley on NCTV Channel 11, your home for the NorCal Game of the Week. Well, Paul, it's another exciting basketball contest. The winner goes on, the loser goes home.
Home. Yep, sure enough. And we're here again, Marty, at Colfax Stadium. I always like to play, watch basketball here at beautiful stadium.
I think we've called it a gymnasium if we're indoors, stadium outdoors, gymnasium indoors, right?
You're splitting hairs on me, but I'll live with that.
Well, they're looking at putting it in a new stadium out there. With they got a program going to get some sponsors and raise some money for their new field that they want to do in their stadium.
That's true.
So what do we got here tonight? We've got
we got two pretty evenly matched teams. And let's take a look at some stats here quickly. We got 58 seconds before tip-off, and we'll be reviewing the players. But for the Amador Buffaloes, two players are scoring about the same average, 15 points a game. That's C.J. Britton and Craig Lively, so we'll keep an eye open for both of those players tonight. And, of course, for Colfax, we've got the incomparable Scott Crispin. Scott has really carried this team this year and is an excellent player. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, no question about that. We've seen it in several of his games so far and this year, and he's done an outstanding job and plays his heart out every time he comes on the court, along with the rest of these fine Colfax Falcons players. But we've got an exciting ball game coming your way tonight as the players are just about ready for to be introduced. The referees for tonight's game, Arthur Rocha and Rick Willoughby, as those two are very experienced referees, and I think we'll see a good game from them too. They take no guff from the coaches or the fans or anybody, so they're right on top of it every game.
You know, the officials, they bring the officials in from outside, and it's always the best officials that are chosen to do the playoff games. So far this season, we've really been impressed by their play. Looks like we're about ready to have the...
All right, now we'll pause right now for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll come back with the tip-off and the introduction of all these fine players.
Roger. Nicely done.
Very good job. So the records for each team tonight. As they
Marty,
come in here,
as they come in now, of course we know that Colfax has only lost 2. Their overall record is 25-2 for the season. They're 11-1 for league, like they talked about at the pregame with Gil. Then the Amador Buffaloes are 21-7 overall. They're 11-4 in the Mother Lode League. But I'm expecting a battle tonight, Marty.
yeah, I think so.
They've played each other often enough to know the players and how they play. And
There's the introduction of the first player is Greg Lively, and we've got C.J. Britton along with Evan Ashworth. Number 22 is Mitch Glavinich. And number 32, Mike Phillips. All seniors starting for the Amador Buffaloes. And now for the introduction of your Colfax Falcons get introduced. Joel Ivantosh and Martin Schubert. Scott Chrisman. Looking for him to have a big night tonight. Joey Ballinger. That's the man with the good hands, and then followed by Kyle Fowler, number 50. There's your starting lineup for your Colfax Falcons.
no big surprises there, Marty. All the starters that we've seen in the past. Kyle Fowler is starts from time to time. It's also David Kleppe will start from time to time as well, but this is the strength of the Colfax team. They've got some excellent seniors, and they will lay it on the court tonight.
We're about ready for the tip-off. It'll be Chrisman going up against number 21, Evan Ashworth. Ashworth is 6'4", senior, and Chrisman is 6'4" senior. Oh no, they're going to put in Joey Ballinger. So Ballinger will jump at center court, and throwing the ball up by the from the referees will be Rick Willoughby. There it is. And the tip-off goes to C.J. Britton. All right, they bring it around. Work of the outside, good defense by the Falcons. Trying to drive it inside is Britton. He puts it up. It's the first 2 points of the ball game.
Good start by the Buffaloes, and they're going to start with a press.
We saw that last night. The Nevada Union Miners were doing it. It's almost stolen away, but reaching in on that is Lively. He'll get a foul. Inbounding will be Chrisman. Sometimes you can overplay that press.
There's got to be some nerves out there too. The dry mouth and look of intensity on the faces of the players.
Almost stolen away is Schubert. Gets the handle back, gets it on over to Ivantosh. Coming out is Schubert again. Trying to work it baseline, can't do it. Has to bring it out. Continue to work it out. Thought about a three, drives into the paint. Can't do it, gives it off to Chrisman. Trying to go around the outside. He stopped. Long pass, cross court going in. Hot step, and Fowler gets it underneath. Gets fouled, and it goes in.
Ballinger able to get underneath the basket.
He was in a bad position there.
He had to make an adjustment jumping out from underneath the basket, and that ball barely made it in, but he will go to the line to see if he can get his third point.
So Ballinger will go to the line. They were running out of time. That shot clock was down to, kind of blocked out on the left side, but it was down to about 4 seconds. And he gets this. So now the Falcons take a 3-2 lead early in this first period. Bringing the ball up is Lively. Goes around to Britton. Now top of the key for the shot and gets nothing but net on that one. That was Ashworth.
Evan Ashworth rolling off of his man and getting an open shot about 10 feet.
Oh, nice pass by Fowler as he saw Ballinger wide open under the basket. And a quick two, that was easy. 5-4 now. Britton brings the ball up the court. Now he gets it on over to Phillips. In the corner to Britton, takes a shot, going to be short. Looks like it was blocking a little bit. Fowler with a rebound. Crowd calls air ball, but it was blocked. So now Chrisman. Surprised that Chrisman's not. There's that little alley-oop pass. Oh, set that up perfectly.
That was a set play, too.
Yes, it was.
Chrisman just snuck in behind everybody, and while they were looking at the other side of the key, a great pass.
Wonder how long they've worked on that this week. Inside, turn around, goes on up. That is Lively for two. This is going to be a Donnybrook game tonight. I don't think there's going to be a runaway at all. These teams are pretty well matched here.
I'll be surprised if we see an 8-point or more lead by either team.
Another foul called. That's the third foul on the Amador Buffaloes from Sutter Creek. Yeah, Colfax last year had to come from behind to beat this fine Buffalo team.
That was at Arco Arena, wasn't
it? That's right, yeah. There's Chrisman. Thought about a three from Schubert. Didn't take it. Now Ivan Tosh gets it back to Schubert. Ivan Tosh again, almost loses it, takes it in, gets it to Chrisman. Thought about a three, puts it up, doesn't go, but that still doesn't go. And coming down with a rebound is Glavinich. Oh, Britton tried to get a pass into the paint, couldn't do it. Got knocked away by a defender for Colfax, and Colfax picks up the ball and brings it up court.
The combination of Fowler and Bollinger are far and away the tallest two players on the floor. And that gives Colfax the advantage rebounding-wise. We've seen that so far.
Ballinger gets it out to Schubert. Schubert takes it in, puts up a shot that bounces around the rim and goes in.
A little bit of luck involved there.
Certainly was. Oh, 9-6 your score. Britton for three. That's going to be short again off the iron. Chrisman, they got 3 on 2, and now they're going to stop it and bring it up now. Fowler with the ball. Gets in the corner. Thought about that Schubert. No place to go with it. Gets it out to Ivan Tosh for 3. Doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Trimmeling. So now there's a 3. No, they're only going to give him a 2.
Put on the line, 2.
Yep. That was Phillips. 9-8 your score.
Well, this Amador team sure doesn't have a proper shoot from the outside.
No, they don't.
He went up with that shot like that was the intended play.
They're playing man-to-man now as he lost the ball, stripped away. Good defense in there by Glavinich. Play set up over to Britton. Tremblay now looking for someone to throw it to. He dribbles. Lively tries to take it in, can't do it, but then a nice move, but it looks like he was fouled by Fowler, I think. Let's see what. No, it was on Ivantosh. So going to the line to shoot two will be Greg Lively.
Ivantosh lost Lively and was compensating with that foul. Pretty obvious foul.
So 9-9 your score as the Buffaloes have fought back. Next one is good. They take the lead for the second time tonight. Now they'll get to the Fowler. There's a three-pointer. Nothing but net from Schubert. Big three-pointer. Lively now over to Britton.
Colfax leads 12-10, a minute 51 left in the first quarter.
That's going to be short, but look at that. That was a nice play underneath that basket by Glavinich. Trying to get him to bite on a foul going up, and they didn't do it, so then he just put it in.
Glavinich is the only player on this
there he
Buffalo
is,
team
right there.
that can actually challenge Fowler. Big, strong kid.
He just gets another steal. 6'4". Now Britton over to Lively. There's a shot going up for three. That was a rainmaker.
No. And Craig Lively, 15.3 a game. Season average is showing us why.
1:06 left to go in this first period. Marty Mortensen and Paul Brown. That went down low to Fowler in the paint, but he was fouled. That saved 2 points.
Here's a replay of that three by Lively. And this is a great shooter's shot. Watch the way he squares his shoulders to the basket. And the big rainmaker ball way up over the top of the outstretched arms of Bollinger. And bingo!
Oh, nothing but net.
Good stuff.
58 seconds left to go in this first period. Amador up on top now, 15-12. Colfax inbounding the ball. I want to see that alley-oop pass to Chrisman again. That's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
You know, that only works once or twice, Marty, because they'll sag back on their defense. They're playing a zone, and they obviously saw something that Chrisman snuck behind, but I don't know they'll be fooled with that one again.
Probably not. Now Chrisman, they work it around the outside of the three-point arc, trying to run some time off the clock. Chrisman now for three, and it doesn't go, and it's going to be off
Ballinger's
leg. He thought he got fouled, but crowd doesn't like it. I think the crowd thought he got fouled also. 41 seconds. Looks like Amador can run the clock down, try to get the last shot of the period. Now they got Britton trying to, and he takes it up off the iron, doesn't go, but then they get it back. Good hustle in there by Lively. They'll take it out to set up a play at the top of the key. Now Lively. They're going to run out of time. He takes it all the way in, fakes. Now they're going to have to get the shot off way downtown, and they didn't play that properly.
No, they didn't get what they wanted that time. That's for sure.
They had two shots at under 48 seconds and couldn't come away with a point. But as the first period comes to a close, Colfax Falcons trail by 3 points as the Amador Buffaloes have a first period score of 15-12.
And so what we've seen so far, Marty, we've seen two well-matched teams. It looks like Colfax has the advantage on the rebound. side with Fowler and Bollinger. But the Buffaloes have shot better.
So they have.
They've shot better. They have shot and made 3 3-point shots, I believe. I know that Turney's got one, or Martin Schubert has one. And we saw Lively with a 3-pointer. So let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Pucci makes, if any, as we start this second quarter.
So it will be Colfax ball to start this second period. Chrisman at center court sideline, and will get it into the Schubert. There's Fowler, tries to go with it, but he can't do it. Stolen away by Britton, and he gets knocked down. A no-look pass, fadeaway jumper, it doesn't go, and Ballinger with the rebound. Ivantosh trying to set up a play. I'm surprised Chrisman's not working underneath the basket.
Yeah, we've seen him, and he's got an excellent moves under the basket, too. He moves well without the ball, but Amador is sagging in, Marty. They have a zone defense, and they're sagging inside. It's almost they're daring them to take this 12, 13-foot shot out here.
Well, they're not taking it. They're trying to work it inside.
And they're taking their time. They're being patient on offense.
Ballinger was called with a foul coming over the top of one of the players going up for the rebound for the Buffaloes. There's Lively, puts it up too hard. Rebound Fowler. Ivantosh brings it up. All of a sudden, everybody's gone cold here. They can't get one in the net. There's over to Chrisman, down low to back out to Schubert. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Ballinger. Boy, there's going to be a, what's it called? Going to be a
That's
walk?
a travel.
Yeah.
1 too many. You know, that call is questionable in my mind. He's allowed 2 steps, and I thought he only took 2 going down the lane. He may have shuffled his feet on that first step.
I think he did. So now, Amador on the attack. Down low. Good defense by Ballinger. Almost stolen away by Chrisman. Britton tries to drive in the paint, puts it up, doesn't go. And then tip back up, doesn't go. And then rebounded in there. And that's Fowler has a tackle.
That was a scrum with Fowler being wrestled down by C.J. Britton, both of them going after the ball.
Coming out is Waltman for the Buffaloes. Back in the game is Glavinich. Deep pass to Lively. It's a fadeaway jumper off the glass, doesn't go. All of a sudden, nobody can find the basket.
6 minutes left in the second quarter, and we got the same that we had at the beginning of the quarter.
All right, in the game now is David Kleppe, along with Jeff Devine. See if that combination will make a difference. Back over to Devine. Looks down low to Ballinger. Can't do anything with it. There's a foul called.
Foul on Ballinger.
Oh, he threw an elbow.
And he's not going to give the official any grief about it. He doesn't agree, but being the good sportsman he is, he's just going to shake it off and go down and start his defensive position.
So Ivantosh. Oh, there's a 15-footer. Nothing but net. Nice touch in there by Phillips. That's his 4th point of the game. fadeaway jumper from 15. Well, 17-12, 5-point lead, the largest lead of the game so far for either team. Now Ivan Tosh trying to get something going. There's a three-pointer going up, and nothing but net from Joel Ivantosh for 3.
First points of the quarter for Colfax.
Nobody there for 3, and it's off the... Oh, he had plenty of time to check that ball up and couldn't do it. All right, here comes Devine, and he's fouled.
Devine showing that quickness that we saw on the football field. Going quick to the hole. I think we have here's that fadeaway jump shot. Now watch how pretty this jump shot is. Straight up, and look at the extension. High arcing shot right down the middle of the tube. Bang.
First one is good by Devine. 17-16 the score.
There's Jeff Devine.
Doesn't go, but he hustles out and gets the rebound off the iron. So now Colfax back on the attack. Devine looks over at Coach Ron Pucci for the play call. Over in the corner. And Chrisman went up with that ball and it rolled off the iron. They got a nice give and go, and it should have been fouled, but no call. Good save. Boy, I tell you, that looked like a foul.
Without too much question, you could have called that one from outside.
Another 3 from Joel Ivantosh. They take the lead now at 19-17.
Ivantosh keeping Colfax in the game.
Baseline is Britton. It's down low to Lively, puts it up. That's a nice feed right there to Lively going into the paint.
Lively on Ivantosh is a mismatch. He's got at least 4 or 5 inches on him, and they try to take advantage of that post move.
Now Kleppe with the ball, gets it on over to Devine. Oh, no look pass, almost caught Ballinger flat-footed on that one. There's a put up and a round and an in. That was Jeff Devine.
One of only 2 juniors on this Colfax Falcons team.
So now it's 21-19. Down low, turnaround jumper doesn't go, but put back doesn't go. And let's see if they can save it. Do they? Nope. Nice camera work there. Chrisman will inbound the ball. Miles right on top of that. Substitutions coming in. Waltman goes out. Phillips in along with Glavinich. Oh, once again, they keep it to the outside, but if they keep hitting those 3 points, they're going to have to come out and get them. All right, there is Kleppe. There's another three-pointer going up, and that's off the iron, rebounded by Glavinich. Timeout being called by
Amador. And I think we've got a replay. Here's the replay of that last series. This is Devine going up and getting a little roll that spins around the rim. Lucky that one went down, certainly. But very good body control by Jeff Devine. There's Coach Pucci. I love it when he's mic'd up. He's not tonight, but Coach Pucci is a very good coach and always talking to the kids about fundamentals. It always comes back to fundamentals.
He's got the whole team out on the court.
So staying on the court, Kirschman, Ivan Tosh.
So inbounding is Britton. Over to Ashworth. In and out. Boy, that was a heartbreak. That looked like it had 3 points written all over it. 1:56 left to go in this fast-moving first half. Two very well-balanced teams in the second round of the playoffs. There goes Devine, and he dishes it off, and that's to Ballinger, and Ballinger picks up another 2 points. 23-19, 4-point game at this point. They work it around, drives into the paint, puts it up, and then it's going to be
out of bounds on the Amador. Great hustle in there. Number 22, that was Levinich. In their manhandling Ballinger. Here's the replay of that last basket. And Ballinger up the nice right-handed shot.
Full court press. That'll leave somebody open. Devine thought about a three, and now is knocked away. There's a pass down court. The Britton puts it in and too hard off the glass. He reaches in, but then he fouls. That was a frustration foul right there.
Yeah, you're sure right about that, Marty. Missed the layup that he probably makes 15 out of 16 times.
It was a nice pass by Lively right to him. Got it on the run, took it right into the hoop, put it up, and
here we got a replay of it. Watch this, and he goes up beautifully right there. I mean, that's
just too hard.
You know, just a little too hard. Didn't gather himself before he finished.
Yeah,
they're going to take him out of the game now. He's on tilt.
That's his second foul. He only has 2 points. He made the first 2 points of the game and hasn't gotten anything since. Oh, nice work in there by Chrisman as he knocks that ball away.
Well, you know, that's a good point too, Marty. He averages 15 a game. He's only got 2.
He's going to have to light it up in the second half. Long pass. Chrisman going down low, and he traveled.
Oh, and they don't like that here in Colfax. They thought he was fouled.
He thought he was fouled, too. So 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Full court press. Now they get it all the way up court, Trimley. Now they'll work it around, trying to get something in down low. There's a nice shot, doesn't go. And now what? Oh, there's going to be a foul called.
Well, here's a replay on Chrisman traveling. Let's see if this is.
He took an extra step. He got hammered too.
He got hammered, but it was after the fact.
Exactly right. So going to the line now, shoot 1 and 1 with 25 seconds left. The Buffaloes are in deep foul trouble here. With they've got 8, so it'll be 1 and 1 by Ivantosh.
4-point ball game.
No good. They did the same thing again. Was able to get up there, tip it back.
Scott Chrisman only has 2 points tonight.
That's right, but he's done a whale of a job on defense. Ivantosh now trying to work it down to get the last shot off here. Working inside to Ballinger, goes up, and he gets it. And that's the end of the first half. Colfax 25 and Buffaloes 19, and they only got 4 points that second half. The Buffaloes did.
Well, if you analyze the game so far, Marty, there's something that stands out. The 2 top scorers for both teams, that would be Chrisman and C.J. Britton, who averaged 20 points and 15 points per game both have 2 points.
Yeah.
So that means that the rest of the team is carrying them. They're getting offense from other places. Colfax is getting at a Bollinger, I believe. Isn't he the top scorer? It looks like he's got about...
let's see. Ballinger has got 7 points.
Right.
And Ivan Tosh has got 6. So that's they've stepped up in the place of Chrisman.
Right, and the reason is because we've got a sagging zone defense that's not allowing Chrisman to do what he does, which is drive the key and get those short shots. And Ivan Tosh is opened up and hitting 3-point shots from the top of the key,
right,
which is what Amador is giving them. So they're making the best out of what they're getting, and because of it, both teams are. It's a relatively low-scoring game.
It certainly is. And with the second period, the Buffaloes only coming up with 4 points. They had a lot of baskets that could have been made in and out,
right,
and they've rolled out, and they had a lot of opportunities, but just couldn't deliver. We'll see what happens here in the second half, but before we do that, as we watch the cheerleaders from Amador, we'll tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Rental manager Greg Arthur wants you to know that HPE Rentals is a full-service rental facility in Grass Valley with a large selection of tools and equipment that you can use every day. HPE Rentals carries only the best from Caterpillar, John Deere, Bobcat, and Kubota, and has everything you need from pressure washers, weeders, pruners, lifts, carpet cleaners, and wall steamers. It's all waiting for you at HPE Rentals, proud to be a part of the Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
And by Soft Answers, owner Dallas Wilhelm specializes in software management, design, and consulting. That's why everyone says Dallas is the best friend your computer system ever had. And Soft Answers is proud once again to be a supporter of the Nevada Union Sports and all the enjoyment and pride the Miners bring our community. Dallas salutes the commitment of all the NU players, coaches, and their families, and is proud to donate his time once again as the NU Miner freshman basketball coach. That's Soft Answers.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company. It's time to get going and get organized with the help of Hills Flat Lumber. Right now at Hills Flat carries a 5,000 square foot bag of Super Turf Builder and a 1-gallon spray bottle of Roundup, the ready-to-use herbicide with the biodegradable that will not hurt surrounding vegetation. And don't forget the selection of bare root roses, quick fix grass seed, and the indoor-outdoor plant food by Asamakoti. It's all at the Hills Flat Lumber Company. So shop with the Pro Shop at the new Hills Flat Lumber Company in Grass Valley.
And by Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota has done it again. Not only are they the 7-time winner of the President's Award for Sales, Service, and Parts, but now they've created the Auburn Collision Center on Nevada Street. This 30,000 square foot collision center is a state-of-the-art facility where they can repair any make or model and get you back on the road quickly. That's just another example of the customer service at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown, bringing you all the basketball action tonight. And be sure to stay tuned with us after the game when we announce the Touchdown Production Player of the Game, presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. Once again, Paul and myself will select the most deserving player of the evening and talk with them immediately after the game. So stay tuned for the Touchdown Player of the Game, all presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. Nice routines there by the cheerleaders from the Sutter Creek Amador Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at the Colfax Lady Falcons as they go through their cheerleading routine.
You know, this is the playoff for the boys, but it's also playoff for the cheerleaders. Let's enjoy their hard work for this season as they give us their best routine.
job by the lady cheerleaders. Let's go ahead and take a look as we have the last play of the game of the first half as they work the ball around, trying to get that last shot in there as the clock runs down. Goes up, and it is good.
You know, he was complaining he was fouled on that play, Marty, and I think, yes, he might have been.
Well, here's the girls' Division I basketball schedule here as Kennedy will go up against Nevada Union tomorrow on Saturday, and Sheldon will play Tokay on Saturday, and the winner of that will go to, of those two winners will play off on Wednesday the 27th at University of the Pacific.
So we're boiling down to some of the best here. Here's the girls' Division 5. Tuesday, February 26th, Forest Lake Christian will play Bradshaw Christian. And the winner of that will go to Arco Arena, which is always very exciting. And then, of course, we've got Freedom Christian and Wilton Christian on Tuesday as well. That will be an interesting one to follow.
Here's the boys' Division 4, Colfax tonight, watching along here with Amador. And then Christian Brothers, who beat Bear River the other night, goes up against San Juan. And the winners of those two games will go. Of this game and the second game will go up against at Tokay on Wednesday. So that's how the Division 4 boys shake out. Division 5,
we got Sierra Christian versus Bradshaw. That'll be tonight, and also tonight, Forest Lake Christian will play Faith Christian, and they will play at Galt High School come Tuesday.
Yeah, the winners of those two games. So still a lot of exciting foothill basketball left.
Still 4 teams left in it. One being Colfax. We're watching tonight in a very good basketball
game. So we'd
game.
like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by the Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center is proud to unveil their newest product, the Beam HEPA Whole House Air Filtration System. Only the Beam HEPA system works with your existing, it could be exciting, HVAC system to clean the air in your whole house. Tested and proven in the field by the Department of Home Defense in their war against biological terror. The new Beam HEPA air filtration system is now available and affordable for home use. It keeps the air inside your home as clean as it can be, and it's from the Beam, the name synonymous with clean air.
And by Rooker's Collision Center, specializing in high-quality collision repair, combined with an excellent customer service. Ray Rooker welcomes you to the new Rooker's Collision Center. Ray goes the extra mile for you after an accident and works with your insurance company to get you in and out in a hurry. He can repair all makes and models and specializes in fiberglass repair as well. So don't take chances with your car repair. Ray Rooker is dedicated to your satisfaction. That's Rooker's Collision Center, where friends send their friends.
All right, now it's starting of the third period. Colfax on the attack. There's a ball that's coming up short. Rebounded in there by Britton. Britton will bring it up, looking to get it off. He does the lively. Now they go inside, into the paint, puts it up, and he's fouled.
Good strong move by Glevenich, going across the middle. The one thing Colfax can't afford is to get one of their big boys in foul trouble. I believe that's
that foul was on Ballinger,
and that was his third.
So the first one is good by Glavinich. Next one, left-handed shot, nice touch, is also good, his 4th point of the game.
And they're going to bring Ballinger off the court. Fowler will come in and replace him. Coach Pucci knows that he needs him for late in the game, and 3 fouls is cutting it too close.
So now, Colfax working at the top of the key. Fowler now gets it on over to Ivantosh, back out to Devine. He'll try to take it in, goes by a couple players, puts it up, doesn't go, but rebounded in there very decisively by Glavinich. And now it's the Buffaloes on the attack. Held only to 2 points. There's a three-pointer going up. It's once again off the iron. Coming down with the rebound is Kleppe. So now Ivan Tosh sets up a play. Back over to Kleppe at the top of the key. Schubert now over in the corner to Ivan. Back out to Schubert. There's
Chrisman.
Chrisman there. He's down low now. All right. They work it around, trying to get it out to Lively. He's been the most prolific scorer. There's another one off the iron, but somebody pushed off. I don't know who it was. It might have been, and I think it was, Glavinich.
So Devine will inbound the ball. Colfax up 6.
So Waltman comes back in for Glavinich. 6-point lead here early on in the third period, and now it's going to be another foul.
Ivan Tosh is fouled as he was coming across the baseline. He was given a friendly nudge.
Second team foul on the Buffaloes.
It was Glavinich getting a foul. Little acting going on by Ivan Tosh.
Down low to Chrisman. And we got bodies all over the floor. Now everybody gets up. And there's a reach-in foul, I think, by Chrisman.
I don't know, Marty. It may be early to say, but Chrisman's having an off game.
Yeah, he's so
normally by now.
There's a three-pointer going up and gets nothing but net. That is Lively. He's very lively tonight, isn't he?
I wish I'd said that.
I know. That's his 12th point of the game. There's Chrisman. He's down low now.
There's a shot of Lively. Watch the size. He's way downtown. He throws that thing up a mile, almost hit the lights.
He's got a big arc on that ball. Here we go inside, but knocked out of bounds by Ivan Tosh. Good defensive work. 5:16 left to go in this third period. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight for the second round playoff action, Division IV boys. Number 1 seed going against the number 5 seed. There's a nice shot in there by Lively. He's kind of taken over this game. Stand corrected, it's the 8th seed. Bear River was the 5 seed that got beat by Christian Brothers, the number 12 seed. Now there's Fowler down low, and he puts it up.
Kyle Fowler, the senior, doing what he does down in the low post. Very, very strong, very agile. They call him the enforcer.
There it is in the Lively turnaround. Oh, good reaction there by Chrisman as he steals that ball. Got a 5-point lead with 4:25 into Fowler.
And that's a good example of the way Fowler just gets position on you. If he gets a body in front of you, there isn't any stopping him. You got to put a lasso around him.
Timeout called by the Buffaloes head coach, and they'll have to regroup, trailing now by the biggest lead of the game so far for the Colfax Falcons of 7 points.
You know, since I said that Chrisman was having an off game, he's done a lot.
All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete and Chevrolet Aggregates. Chevrolet Ready Mix are your friends and neighbors in Auburn and Meadow Vista. They are proud to be a part of our community and look forward to assisting many local community projects like the new football bleachers and tennis courts at Placer High School, or being a part of the winning tradition of the Falcons. Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete and Chevrolet Aggregates, a hometown company serving you for over 60 years. All right, the timeout is over, and we'll...
You know, I'm wondering, Marty, if we are particularly loud over here on the sidelines because, like I was saying, about the time I said Chrisman's having an off game, he has 2 steals, 2 points, and 3 rebounds. He must have heard me.
And he got another steal.
There he goes again.
He's going to go coast to coast with it, and he doesn't dunk it. He just puts it in. Chrisman, big play right there.
This is a big part of his game, too.
Boy, you take a timeout, and you come back, and you turn the ball over, and they get 2 points out of it. So now Britton tries to take it in, can't do it. There's a shot, doesn't go, rebounded by Jeff Devine, and
the Colfax Falcons are making their move. 11 points, they're ahead now.
Ivan Tosh. Stolen away again.
Chrisman wisely slows it down.
Boy, good defense all of a sudden in this start of this second half by Colfax boys. Doing some great defensive work. There's a three-pointer going up, nothing but net.
Ivan Tosh is just on fire. I think he's only missed maybe 2 threes. He's shooting way over 50%.
And a reach-in foul by Schubert. Coming back into the game is Glavinich.
You know, I'm going to look and see what Avatosh is averaging for the season. He's averaging 6.4 points this season. He had that many in the first 6 minutes of the game.
So now, got Britton trying to do something. He's been held in check tonight.
Well, the Buffaloes need to make a move if they're going to get back in this thing.
There's a three-pointer going up, doesn't go. And it's going to be back to Britton and gets knocked out of, looks like a foul's going to be called, a reach in.
That ball was tipped back in bounds. It was an alert play by Lively. He tipped it back into bounds and trying to hustle it up with C.J. Britton, and
that was on Jeff Devine.
Yeah, Devine fouled him.
There's a pass, and there's a three-pointer, a high ranging shot, recovered in there by Glavinich. Now they get the ball back, do fresh shot clock. 2:24 left. Still, there's another. Oh, stolen away. Now inside to Britton. Now he gets one in. Nice hustle play there.
And a great pass by Britton, alertly finding his cutting teammate. Beautifully done.
Now there's, that's going to be out of bounds. Good defense there by Lively as knocks the ball out of bounds. 2:01 left. We've got a 12-point lead by the Falcons. Biggest lead of the game. Schubert gets it over to Ivan Tosh. He's looking again, stops, puts up a jumper short, almost tipped it. Buffaloes almost tipped that back into the net for Falcons. Now they take it in, fadeaway jumper, doesn't go, rebounded in there by Devine. Now they got Schubert, doesn't go. Britton with the rebound. He'll bring it up. Stop, pump, go, doesn't go, but they'll get the rebound back.
That's a real tough shot. It may not have been advisable for him to shoot that quickly.
Schubert with the intercept. Chrisman now. Fadeaway jumper off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Phillips. And it's stolen away by Schubert. Doesn't go. He gets it back, Mike. That's the second one that he's missed. Underneath that basket. And there's a no-look pass. Fadeaway jumper doesn't go. They get it back. Now a timeout called.
And wisely, Paul Neville, the coach of the Buffaloes, decides to take a timeout to slow this thing down. It got a little bit grade schoolish out there, going back and forth and missing layups and turnovers. Everybody needs to just take a breath and slow this thing back down again.
Yeah, this game's going at a fast pace. We have 47 seconds left to go in this third period. This game's moved right along. Probably be a good time to tell you that this NorCal game of the week is being underwritten this evening by. Oh, all right. We'll do that at the quarter. We'll tell you that this is Touchdown Productions. Marty Mortensen, along with Paul Brown, as I shook him up and shook the truck up, trying to get it in.
So, Marty, we've got to start talking about the player of the game here for the Colfax Falcons, and I'm kind of leaving right now. You'd have to say Ivantosh has got the most points. There's several players that you could look to.
Yeah, Ivantosh is he's playing quite a game both on offense and defense tonight.
He's scoring so much over his season average, and when Crispin couldn't make any points, they were relying on his outside shooting to carry him. Let's see how the fourth quarter unfolds here before we make our decision.
Good hustle by both teams tonight. So Britton will inbound in the ball. Gets it on over to Lively. Boy, that was not a high percentage shot right there for coming off of a timeout. Now Britton will bring it up. Gets it on over to Ashworth. Gets it inside to Lively. Lively spins, moves, takes a good look at the bed. It rolls in. My, oh my, oh my.
Good touch by Lively. Putting it up on the table and letting it just fall in.
There's a three-pointer going up for Ivantosh. Doesn't go. Britton now brings the ball up. Takes it all the way in, and it doesn't go, but rebounded in there by Phillips at the buzzer. Boy, oh boy.
That was a big basket.
It was.
That brought him to 8 points going into the fourth quarter. And that ball wasn't going down. He got position. Phillips grabbing that last rebound. There's our line scores.
Well, there's your 8-point lead. All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal game of the week is being underwritten this evening by.
We're proud to bring you a new underwriter, Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa. And when you want to feel and look your best, you need to visit Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa. Sandy Nelson is an elite diplomat as a BEST practitioner. That's bioenergetic synchronization technique.
That's easy for you to say.
That's not easy for me to say, but that's what she is. And this is a specialized treatment that relaxes your muscles to coax you into a better health. It's a wonderful day is waiting for you at Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa, where it truly is almost paradise. I can hardly wait to go there.
Man, I'm signing up right now. Well, we start the fourth period. This is it. All right, inbounding will be and bringing it up the court is the Amador Buffaloes. They can cut it to 6. Maybe cut it to 5. Yeah, they do. A three-pointer way outside once again by Lively. He has stepped up.
Just about the time you think that they're going to spread this lead out, these Buffaloes come back with great shooting from the outside, Marty.
Yes, they are. Now there's a feed down low to Chrisman, and it's blocked. Goes up again, and this time it doesn't go. Puts it up again. He's fouled. It doesn't go. Chrisman had 3 chances at that, and all of them rolled around the rim, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
He got stuck a little bit underneath the rim where he had to kind of fade back and really couldn't get a power move up. You can see him grimace as he walked to the line, knowing that he missed 3 tries.
So now Chrisman will shoot the first one, and he gets it.
Chrisman getting a scholarship, I understand, to UC San Diego. Talking to his father. They're excited about that.
Yes, both of them. That's his 10th point of the game. Now Lively comes in, and he's going to get a call for a charge.
And rightfully so. He was a little out of control coming down the lane, and stepping in was Chrisman to take the charge.
It looked like Chrisman might not have been set, but the referee didn't see it that way. So,
well, anytime a player comes down that out of control, you got to give it the charge.
Oh, nice play.
And look at this, Divine. Oh, here's the charge on. See, Chrisman, he had his feet set.
He did have his position.
You bet he did. Now back on the other end,
that was
Jeff Divine. And that was a thing of beauty, Marty.
Yeah, he really executed that well, and now will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. 44-35 as Colfax slowly pulling away here, and he gets that one. Timeout called again.
And Coach Pucci took that timeout for Colfax, which surprises me, the momentum in their favor. He decided to take a timeout and talk it over.
And we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is also being underwritten tonight by Touchdown Productions, celebrating 11 years of bringing you only the best in local sports television. Thanks for tuning in this week, and be sure to stay with us after the game as we award the Touchdown Player of the Game presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. Paul and I will pick the most deserving Colfax Falcon in tonight's contest and have them on the telecast immediately after the game. So be sure to stick around for the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game presented by Combi Trophy and Awards on your NorCal Game of the Week. All right, full court press. Lively takes it up. Now they had a good shot right there, a chance to get 2 quick points. Oh, stolen away by Jeff Divine. And now they lose it as he goes down. 10-point lead right now for Colfax with 6:47 left. So Britton with only 4 points tonight gets a screen. Now Lively with the ball trying to go baseline. He does, puts it up. Man, he is just something else, isn't he?
You know, Marty, there have been times tonight when this game is borderline sloppy, especially here in the second half. And that actually plays into the hands of Colfax, I think, which is a more disciplined team.
Down low to Ballinger, but he has to dish it out. Gets it back out to Divine. Inside to Chrisman, over, look at that, to Ivantosh. Once again, another 3-pointer.
Wow, he's having a career night, and he picked a good night to have it.
Joel Ivantosh putting on a 3-point clinic tonight. And that ball was forced out of bounds by Jeff Divine. Another good defensive work tonight by Jeff. So now they're calling out a play. It's 48-37. Inside, oh, good anticipation. Got a breakaway. He's gonna take it all the way in, and he's gonna be called with a charge again by referee Rick Willoughby.
And I got to agree, a little out of control, and he took it too far. The coach is disputing the call on the sideline, but not much question about that one.
Another timeout being called. Coach is very frustrated for the Amador Buffaloes. That's a third charging call in this half.
Well, they're watching the game slip away too, Marty.
Yep.
5:27 left. They're down by 11 points. And we're being reminded by Gil Dominguez in the truck that we need to choose a player of the game here, Marty.
Well, so
gotta
far
say
I've
it's
got
Ivan Tosh.
Ivan Tosh and Jeff Devine.
Yeah, and the team has been better since Jeff Devine came into the game at point.
That's exactly right.
He has been a much more penetrating guard as far as driving the lane and then dishing out, so these shots are available for Ivan Tosh.
And he's also been spectacular on defense tonight. So Devine has been Devine in this game tonight.
I knew you were going to get that in.
I had to.
How many times did we hear that during the football season?
Well, I mean, when the kid plays the way he does, and he's got a great name. Devine is Devine. There's no question about that.
And he's one of the only 2 juniors on the team, Marty. So we get to see him again next year, which is something we can look forward to.
All right, here we go. It's 5:25 left. Ivan Tosh on a full court press. Schubert brings it up. Watch him close.
Gotcha.
All right, Schubert drives into the paint, puts it up, and he's got it off the glass. Wow, my, oh my, oh my. Martin Schubert. That's his 7th point of the game. 50-37. And taking it all the way to the hoop there is Lively. I guess he's gonna say, I'm gonna go do it myself. Here comes Devine. Devine works it down, takes it all the way. A nice pass over to Ballinger, puts it up for the score. Oh my goodness. Nice pass in there by Jeff Devine. Unselfishly gave that possible drive to the basket away and dished it off to Ballinger. Ballinger right there puts it in for the easy 2 points.
Here's Devine on that replay, and we're going to see him.
No, that was Schubert on the one that he put up.
Right, that's true.
That was one play earlier, but that still was a good play by Martin Schubert as he drove coast to coast with that, and he took it right into right by 2 defenders. So 52-39, 4:32 left in this ball game, and it's been all Colfax this second half. There we are with our post-game recap. Player of the Game award is presented tonight by Combi Trophy and Awards. So Schubert will come on over to guard Lively. That's a tough chore to try to guard him. Lively gets the ball. There's a 3-pointer going up. It's going to be off the iron. But then Britton, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Britton kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Scott.
Yeah.
It does. When he's got the same mannerisms, that same drive to the basket, and then stop and shoot.
Plays way up high,
Right.
almost above the basket.
He does. He's a nice quality player. Makes the first one. That's only the 5th free throw of the night for the Buffaloes. The Falcons have not been in foul trouble. And he gets the second one. You think a Falcon would have a lot of fouls, right? Falcon? Okay.
Okay, Marty.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. Clock counting down, 4:24 left.
Colfax is going to try and hold this ball, and they will melt the clock for every bit of 35 seconds.
Now there is Devine. Takes it in. He dishes it off once again to Schubert. And now Ivan Tosh. And there goes. Dishes it off again. And look at that shot there by Ivan Tosh. One-handed 10-footer goes in. 54-41. Down low, turn around, put up, and count it.
Here's a shot by Ivantosh, and Devine feeds back like we just discussed. Ivantosh 1-2 steps up, great control, and
right
down
off the glass.
You bet.
Yeah, nice shot. Nice camera work in there by Miles Everett. So going to the line to make it a three-point play is Lively, and he knocks it down. Full court press again. Britton now. Pass all the way across court. Back over to Devine. Double team. Gets it. Oh, Ivantosh thought about a three, didn't take it. They're going to run some time off the clock. 3:13. They got a 10-point lead. Here comes Devine. He dishes it off again over in the corner. Stolen away. Cross-court pass. And then they lose it on a very aggressive pass. Now here's Devine. Takes it in. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Boy, oh my.
That would have been something.
That was a nice drive into the basket.
Behind the back.
There's a three-point from NBA line, and he hits it. That is Lively again. Wow.
Well, now we're down to a 7-point game all of a sudden here, where we just about thought that Colfax was going to pull away.
Boy, they're throwing some cross-court passes that the last one was intercepted.
Colfax is trying to protect the ball and protect the lead using all the clock, and they should just be playing their game. It brings them. It picks them up.
There has to be a. Was that a?
That's a trip. And that they're not in the. They are in the one-on-one.
They're in the bonus.
Here's a replay of that knockdown. Here's Ivantosh, and he moves to his right. And the defender, he didn't set his feet.
And first one is good. Timeout called, 55-47, 8-point game, and Ivantosh will go back to the line to try to make it another point at the free throw line.
As we watch the timeout, Coach Pucci talking to his kids. I'm going to let Marty Mortensen decide who's the player of this game. It's
well, there's both teams being schooled by their coaches here with 2:19 left to go in this ball game. I think it's going to be a tough uphill climb here for the Buffaloes, as they kind of squandered quite a few opportunities tonight. Some errant passes and so out. Ivantosh will go to the line to finish this off here. And he gets it. So bringing the ball up the court is Britton. There's a three-pointer going up, but it was way offline. Ivantosh with the rebound. Long pass down court, and a nice feed in there, but it was knocked away. Heads-up play by Devine as he found Chrisman heading for the basket. Nice pass. Oh, man, he got hammered right in the nose. Let's see if he gets 1-and-1, or was he? I couldn't tell whether he was shooting or not. He was shooting?
I think so.
All right, well, he'll get 2 shots then if that's the case.
Knowing Chrisman, it really makes no difference. He'll probably make them both anyway.
Right, probably. Yeah, so you cursed him. Yep.
Chrisman will go for the second.
(56-47). This could be 57-47, and it is. So Chrisman gets 1 out of 2.
Amador will be flinging up some threes, I would guess.
Oh, and he bounced it off his foot. Turnover. 1:52 left, 10-point game. This is going to be tough. Whoa. What was that call? I guess they're not going to call anything there.
No call.
There's Devine. Oh, he stole it away. And now it could go. Putting it up is Britton.
8-point game, 1:34 left. Amador is pressing.
The clock continues to run down. Pass over to Schubert. Gets it over to Chrisman. They're going to foul him. That's the wrong guy to foul. They were trying to run the clock down.
We have a replay, and I'm not sure what player this is. Oh, this is Lively.
That was Lively. He,
bouncing it off his foot. He's kicking himself about that one still, I'm sure.
He's now going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Will be Chrisman.
And with these 2 free throws, he could basically shut the door and advance the Colfax Falcons. There's one. This man at the line right here is the reason that they've advanced this far, Marty.
Yes, it is.
He is the best player and one of the best in the league.
Oh, look at that. They stole the ball on the inbound pass. That was Schubert. They got 3 on 2. But hustling back is Devine. That's going to be an air ball. Hits off the iron. Ballinger with the rebound.
So, Marty, I'm going to let you make the call. There's so many players we could choose on this Colfax team. Who are you going to call?
And what do we do here?
You know, we could say it's Ivan Tosh, certainly. He's had a splendid game, scoring well over his average. But I'm leaning towards Scott Chrisman because he's one of the reasons that they're here tonight. So it's your call, friend. There's the Sac-Joaquin Section Boys Division IV basketball grid. Colfax will advance, beating Amador tonight, and that's with 57 seconds left. That's not premature. They will advance, and they will play at Tokay on Wednesday.
Well, I think Ivan Tosh has played a whale of a ball game tonight. What do you think?
I don't disagree.
Chrisman with the rebound. He's going to bring it out. Now there's Devine. He gets knocked out of his hand and a foul called. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 now that they're in the bonus. Yeah, I think we'll have to go with Joel Ivan Tosh tonight.
Good call, Marty.
He has played. There he is. He has played a great game tonight.
Yeah, like I said earlier,
check.
He has a scoring average of 6.4 a game, and here it comes an important playoff game, and he's got. Let me see here. It looks like 18 points tonight. So when the going gets tough, Joel Ivan Tosh got going, and congratulations on being our player of the game.
So 41 seconds left. It says 64-49. It's going to be a long bus ride back. Oh, they got. Look at they can dunk it. Yeah, baby. Nice play in there by Scott Chrisman. Oh, man.
He doesn't get any dunks like that very often, and he's going to revel in that one.
He's still got a smile on his face. Clock continues to run down. Colfax fans come to their feet.
And we will see the Colfax Falcons at Tokay. The defending champions are doing the job to defend again. One game away from Arco Arena, and they're all high-fiving. They're just going to kill the clock.
Yep, that's the clock runs down. It's 1 second. There's your ball game. Colfax on top, playing a wonderful second half, 66-49. And there is your final score as the Colfax Falcons defeat the Amador Buffaloes here on their home court with a big second half by a score of 66-49. And that was a great highlight reel for Scott Chrisman on that breakaway dunk.
That last breakaway dunk.
He put one on a show on there for the
Your Colfax boys basketball team will be playing Wednesday.
so they're
Colfax High School in Lodi.
so they'll be
Colfax High School website for details and directions.
going on down to Tokay High School. Here comes Joel Ivantosh.
Joel Ivantosh, big smile on his face as he approaches the bench here with us. I'm going to shake his hand. Joel, congratulations on a wonderful basketball game.
Yeah, congratulations to you for tonight's game. Joel, we want to congratulate you on the touchdown player of the game tonight, presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. And how does it feel to come out with a big victory tonight?
It's awesome. This is unbelievable. Best feeling in the world. This is awesome.
Joel, you had an amazing scoring night tonight. You got 18 points. I'm not sure you knew that or not. But when nothing else was happening for the offense, you came through with some incredible bombs from the outside.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. Our inside game opened that up. We were able to get the ball inside early to Joey, Scott, Kyle, and those guys did work inside. And that really opened it up because they had to collapse in to stop that, kick it out, and they're just wide open. So credit that to my teammates.
Well, good for you.
Well, you're perspiring, so it must have been a hard-fought game out there tonight, huh?
Oh yeah, that was a tough game. Amador played. They played tough. Number 3, he had a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, he did. But I'd say one thing: C.J. Britton averages about 15 points a game, and your defense tonight held him to only 7 points. So
Martin and Jeff and Dave and whoever was on that guy, they D'd up. He's a good player, but our defense, was awesome. And I thought Martin, Dave, and Jeff did an awesome job D'ing up. So.
There was. So now it's on to Lodi. Was it Galt or Lodi? Lodi next week.
Yep.
What do you think is the attitude of the team right now? Are you guys ready to go on to Arco?
Oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Okay.
We got we know we got a tough game, another tough game coming up at Tokay. Winner of San Juan Christian Brothers.
Right.
And they're going to be tough. That's a tough game, but we know we can win. And it's one game at a time, all the way to Arco and back again. So.
Well, we're looking forward to covering that game next week. And
awesome.
We're able to see you again, and we want to thank you again for being our player of the game tonight.
Thanks.
Go in and take a shower because you're really perspiring tonight.
All right,
here's your this will be your plaque. It'll have your name on it and the date and tonight's game. And also, this is we'll give you this as the player of the game. So this plaque will be ready probably next week sometime.
Awesome, thank you. It's awesome having you guys here.
All right, we enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best of luck to the team.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Joel Ivantosh.
What a poised young man.
Yes, he's our player of the game tonight. And he did an outstanding offensive game tonight. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, he worked up perspiration tonight.
Did you see him running off the floor? He was high-fiving everybody that he could find as he ran off the floor to the gym to go tell his teammates that he was player of the game. And, he really deserved it, Marty.
Oh, yeah.
Without his 18 points, I'm not sure where this Colfax team would have been. He came out of nowhere to score that many points.
That was the difference in the game right there. Is 18 points would have given the Buffaloes 67 points. So I mean,
let's assume that he got his
normal
league average 6.
Right,
and that's the game right there.
Exactly. So we want to congratulate Joel on a fine game tonight, and congratulate the entire team tonight.
Yeah, you bet. The Colfax Falcons, they deserve to win this game. I don't think anybody will dispute that they are making a great run and peaking at the right time right now.
Yeah, I think that loss to Placer last week really got their attention. I think so. They played with intensity tonight.
Gil brought that up in the opening interview, and Coach Pucci didn't want to recognize that as anything positive, but you'd only have to think that woke them up a little bit.
I would think so, most definitely, because they thought you go along and you're winning every game and you think you're invincible, and then all of a sudden a team that's not even going to the playoffs upsets you.
Right.
And then you end up going, well, we have to regroup. So I think all in all that might have given them the momentous to put on quite a show here these last two games.
Well said.
All right, so we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. The Hanson family congratulates the two-time defending Division IV section champion, the Colfax Falcons.
And by Soft Answers, Debbie and Dallas Wilhelm are proud of their son, number 2 John, and congratulate all the NU Miners of a thrilling basketball season.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company, Ed, Sandy, Jeff, Kennan, and Jason Pardini, along with Dave Cuddy, are proud to be a part of the NorCal Game of the Week.
And by Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, Dave Harrison loves to watch his son, number 25 Charlie, play Hillman basketball and salute the dedication of the players and the coaches.
And the Beam Easy Living Center. Everyone at the Beam Center congratulates the Colfax Falcons on their playoff season.
And by Almost Paradise Salon and Day Spa. And I can hardly wait to go there where it's truly paradise.
Of course, you were one ahead there. And by Chevrolet Ready Mix Concrete, Chevrolet Aggregates, Chevrolet Ready Mix are your friends and neighbors in the Auburn and Meadow Vista area.
And now I'll also say Rutgers Collision Center. Red Rucker is proud of Colfax alumni, and he supports his Falcons every day.
And along with Almost Paradise, we're heading there tomorrow. No question about that.
We're getting there.
Yeah. All right. And this has been brought to you by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade +1 of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to tune in next time as our road to Arco Arena continues from Consumnes River College, where we'll see the Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the number 1 seed Kennedy Lady Cougars in the second round of the CIF Section Championship Division I playoffs. The winner advances to the semifinals next week at UOP, and will be only one game away from a date at Arco Arena. So remember, it's NU versus Kennedy as we continue the tradition of high school sports television right here on your NorCal Game of the Week.
So, Marty, another terrific basketball game. Seems like we come to Colfax Stadium or Gymnasium.
There you go.
And always see something good here, so we weren't disappointed tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, the Falcon basketball team put on an excellent performance tonight. It got off to a slow start, got a little wild in the middle of the game.
Yeah, but borderline sloppy.
Yeah, well, they came on strong in the second half and put this game away with a final score of 66-49. And our congratulations go out to Ron Pucci and Fred Kern, who's retiring after this year with the Colfax Falcons after his dedication. And we'd like to tell you that the executive producer and director for tonight's game has been and will always be Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And titles and replay, thank you, Maverick King.
And your announcers for tonight's game, Paul Brown along with Marty Mortensen.
Camera operators, Miles Everett, Cassie Walker, and Gary Feisey.
And the office manager and official photographer, Lynn Dominguez.
Technical engineer, Paula Tuskowski.
Remote facilities by the Commander 2.
Commander 2 maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
And don't forget the Game of the Week award is presented by Combi Trophy and Awards.
The Touchdown Sportswear is DK In Stitches.
Touchdown Accounting, Francis Cinto and Graziano, LLP. And we sure love to hear from you. There are the numbers on the screen. 274-2206. Give us a call. Tell us how you like the games. And for the entire Touchdown Production Sports team, along with Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, this is Marty Mortensen saying thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.